Our next contestant is Henk van den Bergen with his speech entitled A Few Small Words. With his speech entitled A Few Small Words, Henk van den Bergen.
Come to the front of the class if you're thinking of doing Year 12 maths next year. That's what our teacher, Brother Carol, asked our class when I was 17. Sit down, Hank. You'll be lucky to pass this year. Ouch. Do you think those words affected me back then? Every time I was challenged, all I would hear was, sit down, Hank. Do you think I passed? Those few small words robbed me of any self-belief I had back then. As a contest chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I did get to university, not as a student, but as a scientific glassblower at Monash University. And there I was inspired to do a wine science degree. Why wine science? I also became passionate about three aspects of university culture: learning, science, and alcohol. And not necessarily in that order. But come upstairs with me, meet my academic friend Karen. Karen, you've done a wine science degree. How do you think I'd go? Hank, go for it. And we expect great things from you. Wow, we expect great things from you. Those few small words set me up for my degree and start rebuilding my self-belief. Did I pass? With distinction. Well, when you finish a big project like that, do you ever think, now what? I did. And my wife Vicky says, Hank, why don't you ever go for the Vin de Champagne Award? Vin de what? It's French for Wine from Champagne Award. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it. But it's a 3 weeks educational, exclusive, all expenses paid, fine wine and dining tour of Champagne. Okay, the drunken debauch. I said, Vicky, there's no way I could do that. The winner last year took her 3 times just to get to the Victorian section, and let alone the Australian section, and she's brilliant. Yes, Hank, and you also have to drink a lot of champagne. I'm in. I entered the Victorian section, and 3 weeks later, I get a phone call. Hello? Hank, this is Vicky. You've got a red letter in the mail today. I won the Victorian section. They flew me to Sydney, wine and dined me, but I didn't win. I entered again the next year and won again. And on the day we were about to leave to Sydney, Vicky says to me, Hank, have you got the tickets? Yeah? Yeah, they're in the briefcase. We get to Terminal Ring. The young lady behind the counter says what it is. I said, there are tickets to Sydney. She says, sorry sir, these are last year's ticket stubs. Oh. 1 hour later, we catch another plane, get to Sydney, grab the cab to the Hilton. 5 minutes to the interview. Vicky says, run upstairs, I'll get your suit. All dressed up, ready to run out the window. Vicky goes, wait. I said, what? She goes, I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to say, you can do this. What? Do it, blah. Hank, you can do this. I ran down the stairs, into the waiting room. The lady says, are you ready, Hank? My behind hardly such a seat as I was ushered into this grand ballroom. And there, standing on white linen, were 3 glasses of champagne. For me to taste, analyse, and write notes for the interview. Now, apparently, the contestant before me thought this champagne was a really nice touch, you know, to settle the pre-interview nerves. And he stole them down. Yes! Not that I'm competitive or anything. I was interviewed for 2 hours by 3 champagne experts. And if you'd been at the gala dinner dance that night, you would have heard the words, and the winner is, well, paraphrasing Stephen Covey, author and motivational speaker, nothing is as sweet as the sound of your own name. People came running from everywhere, bumping against tables, chipping down the chairs to shake my hand. Were they as surprised as I was? I was surprised, but I was also ecstatic. And as the euphoria faded, some, my thoughts turned to Karen's words. We expect great things from you. Those few words started rebuilding my self-belief. And of course, the words Vicky made me say at the Hilton that day. Hank, you can do this. That's when her belief became my belief. It started to silence. Sit down, Hank. Those other few small words. With a few small words, you get the opportunity to change people's lives. Don't be like Brother Carol and the other people in your life who tell you to sit down. Be like Karen and Vicky who tell you to get up and go for it. As a parent, friend, even a Toastmaster, what words will you choose to change someone's hope, someone's self-belief, maybe even someone's life? Because all it takes is just a few small